back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara, and today I received my drum carder. Today is Wednesday the 9th of 2019. You guys won't see this video for a couple days. I want to try and space out my videos, but today I am going to be showing you guys my drum carder that my mom bought me for my birthday. And I don't know, it looked like there was a dog brush in the accessory kit. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna check it out. I'm leaving that light off because it's a little too harsh. We're going with more of the natural light thanks to the blinds. So, alright, let's get started, shall we? Alright, so the first thing I want to point out is if you get a drum carder from someone, whether it's the US or overseas or anything like that, they should have a do not drop and a fragile sticker on them. If not, it'll be written somewhere on it. That's always good because these are an expensive piece of equipment and you always want people to be careful and not drop it. So the fragile sticker on here is orange for mine, and it says handle with care, thank you. And then do not drop in a bright yellow one. Right there. So that is how it should be. Ignore that. That's the scarf from the last Hot Off the Hook Friday, and that's me trying to dry out the diamond painting that you guys saw. Well, the review that you guys saw. So let's see if we can get this out. So these things should really be packaged well. A little extra weight on top of that. Diamond painting will not do it any harm at this point. The first things that I see are the accessories. These are the brushes. And yes, they do look like dog brushes. A very tiny one and a very big one. But yes, they do look like dog brushes. I am going to set those here so that I can get this up on the table when I'm done. We have a clamp. I don't know exactly what the clamp is for yet, but I'll find out with the instructions. I do know what the pick is for, and it looks like, well, pretty much a nice pick. I like that they put a little safety thing on there. They put a little piece of plastic around the point for the pick. But that is what the drum carder is supposed to look like. And this is a Brother drum carder, so it was expensive, and it's a standard one. They have the instruction manual way in the back, and I'm pretty sure this is a quick start guide. Oh, it looks like it's more of a brochure, this green piece of paper. But set that aside, and I'll set the clamp aside as well. And I'll figure out what that's for because I honestly do not know. I like that it's packaged with a lot of the brown paper because it's just keeping it safe. I don't know how I'm going to get this out. I really don't. looks like I'm just gonna have to dig in there, and since I've got all the bristles and everything pretty much clear of all the paper, somehow pull it up. If I can get this. You do have to be careful because there are knobs on here, and that's for the packer brush, which once we look at it, I'll show you guys that it looks pretty much just like the end of an industrial broom. Let me have a little... There we go. I will say this was packaged very well. So, alright. And it was even sitting on some brown paper. Now, I'm going to check the rest just to make sure that there's nothing else in here. Giant wall of paper in the background. Fascinating. Let's get some of this put away and tossed aside. My dad's gonna love it because this will make great fire starter. So, leave that there for now. So I might end up needing the big light. But I'm gonna show you guys a better angle of this and show you what it's all about. Alright, so I turned the big light on so that you guys can see this a little better. So you can't see very well because my tripod stinks. It doesn't get it enough. But this is the drum carter. You have the giant wheel right here to turn the small part of the carter. And then in here you have a very small wheel to turn the big piece. This is the piece that all of your wool will end up on. And this is the packer brush. See, now that looks like an industrial brush for the end of a broom. But it's really good for packing down the fibers. And right here, this is why I had to be careful getting it out, this and the handle, because these are the knobs that will adjust the packer brush. You bring it up when you need to unload it, bring it down to pack all the fibers down. That much I do know. Then, let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Sorry, I had to unplug it for a minute. Here's the handle. It's nice and sturdy. I thought this was plastic at first, but it's actually metal. This piece. Oh, that's also metal. So it's actually very good. So, let's see, I might have to have a couple extra inches put up underneath, or I might have to actually just bring this to the very edge. I want to see how well it turns. So, this little bit, having it at the very edge, I do not like. So I'm probably gonna put some foam or something underneath to make it sit up a good couple inches. But well, it seems to move nice and easy. But now I'm actually going to go read the instructions and we are going to try it out with some actual fiber. Alright, so I went and I got some wool. I have some superwash merino. I have some merino that I dyed with avocado. I have some corridel that I dyed with food coloring. Some black alpaca. Some Ploworth, I believe. And I have some acrylic stuff that I found at a yard sale a long time ago. I believe it was at the beginning of the summer when I found that. But I'm gonna test this out and I'm gonna see how well it takes the fiber. And there are a couple ways to do it. The majority of people use the platform, and this is called the licker, and like you're licking an ice cream cone. The licker will help pull the fiber in onto the carder as it turns, obviously. Or you can paint it on, which means I would stand on the side or at this end, rotate the handle, and have the fiber up here as I'm turning the handle. So right here, this is superwash merino that I got a while back. I still had a little bit left. So I'm gonna prep it a little bit. I don't want it so long because I have it in roving form. I got it as lap waist, and I just turned it into roving. So let's see how this goes. Let's see. And one little thing that I found out is you want to keep it away from the wheels. So ideally, painting it on might actually do better. I know I've seen videos where some people say they have better control. Don't worry about anything backing up onto your licker. You can just peel that off. Superwash merino probably wasn't the best thing to start with, but oh well. So painting it on definitely might be the way to go. And this is how you do that. And like I said, I do not like how it's on the edge. Set that aside. Now I think I'm going to take this. This is merino that I dyed with the avocado a while back. Just going to fluff it out a bit. Take a piece off, and I'm gonna paint it on and see how much better the control is. And this is why you need the clamp. Because it moves. And I actually do like painting with the fiber better. I do get a little more control. And bear in mind, I am new at this, so. And you can always adjust these. This is for the packer brush, but these little blocks here and here adjust the liquor and the drum. So, let's see. Go set that aside. And let's try some black alpaca that I have. So yeah, I'm either gonna have to adjust the packer brush a little more, like that. And who knows, I might have to bring this one this way a little more. But for now, I think it's actually doing really well. I am new at this. I haven't adjusted anything except for the packer brush just now. So, everything's brand new. Ooh, this might be a little too stiff for me to start with. So here's some of the Corridel that I dyed a long time ago with food coloring. Gonna fluff it out. It felts a little bit after you dye it. So just make it a little easier to work with. I know there's a lot of people that do that. So, break it up into smaller pieces and put it in a bundle. So far, I think I like painting with it more. Right now, I'm using the packer brush as a little bit of a guide. But yeah, so far I really like this. I like the control that I'm getting with there. I like the control that I'm getting with painting it on. So I'm actually going to keep working with it, and I'm going to adjust it however much I feel I should. And at some point I will get that clamp put on. So thank you guys for joining me in this review. I did forget to mention a couple things about this drum carder. which I should probably do now, it has a 5-to-1 ratio for the carder. So what that means is after I turn the handle 5 times, one of these, I'm assuming it's this one, will make a full turn. So that's the 5-to-1 ratio. It is nice that the handle is metal, both pieces. It is nice that the packer brush does come off, but I think I'm going to keep it on there because it really does pack it down. This is actually made out of hemlock, so it's really nice. It's actually not that heavy, not as heavy as I thought it would be. It's a lot lighter than I thought it would be, but you know, you don't really want something too heavy, but the heavier the base is, the easier it is to keep it on the table and to keep it from moving around to where you don't need a clamp. But I really like this. I like how nice and light it looks. I like that it comes with the option of the clamp. I am going to add bitter feet on the bottom so that it's up a little higher and I don't have to have it on the edge. That way I don't have to put the clamp on if I don't want it. But yeah, that is about it, I believe. Well, aside from the Brother drum carders come with a 1-year warranty that includes all the parts and the labor and everything that goes with it. So that's very good. It's exciting. I am excited to make a whole bunch of different bats with this and then spin them. I actually like how this one's coming out. You guys probably can't see it that well, but it's got a nice, very soft pink with an almost abrasive purple, but it's got a little bit of a delphinium blue in there. Then there's the black, and then there's obviously the white. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm definitely going to enjoy my drum carder. And I will see you guys on the next video. Have a delightful day, and happy hooking, everyone!